Welcome back, everyone. This is Athena here with more Talos Principle 2, where I think we're finally at the end. We have completed all the puzzles. We have completed all the monuments, at least according to the achievement that we got last time, Renaissance Robot. And also now when I load my save file, there is a lovely 100% next to all of the line items there, which is very nice. And we also saved Miranda. It turns out Miranda was not gone, truly gone, as we suspected. We were able to resurrect her from the dead, I guess. And now there is really only one thing left to do, and that's head one more time into the megastructure. This amazing, as so many things in this game, basically the entire game is just absolutely beautiful and incredible to look at, and the megastructure is no exception there. We have our team members here. Melville, Byron. We don't have Yakut with us. I'm hoping maybe we can get an update from Yakut at some point regarding Miranda. I know he was very distraught over what was going on with her at the time. But let's get an update here from Melville before we head back in to the megastructure for the final time. How you doing, Melville? We saved Miranda. Have you heard the great news?
Well done, Wonke. You did something meaningful there. And now we know what Cornelius was up to as well. Nothing mysterious, just a father trying to help his daughter.
Nothing crazy, just all part of our, in the line of duty, in the process of solving the puzzles. No big deal for 1K. All right, so a very quick little update there from Melville. Byron, I know
You did a remarkable thing, 1K. Helping a father save his daughter. Defying death itself. Claiming something back that seemed lost to time. I can't think of anything more noble or more hopeful. I'm proud of you.
That's very kind of you to say. We were not able to get you elected mayor, unfortunately. I have heard, or I have read some of the comments at this point, since we are getting close to the end of the game, that Byron is one of the alternates. Maybe the main alternate, that maybe the one that we got, Rand, is one of the less common alternate mayor options. We were not able to get Byron into the seat of power, but he doesn't seem overly disappointed about it. Let's ask him, what do you make of Cornelius' story?
He is the one person who never gave up, who never lost sight of what matters.
There you go. There you go. I am going to be curious at some point when I go to play the game again for 100% achievements, which I love to go for. I'll be curious to see how it plays out with Byron getting into that mayor's spot, as well as many other different choices that we have to make. But it is time. It is time for us to enter the VTOL and see what's going on with Athena, and are we going to be able? What kind of resolution are we going to be able to bring to our story here? Let's get the team in. Let's go. One more time.
All right, my friends, this is it. We've come a long way together, but there's a little bit further still to go.
Further.
It's time to save Athena and reclaim the future.
Let's do it. I'm ready. We've seen this view many times. Everything is so foggy. I don't remember if it's been this foggy before. Here we go. The anticipation grows. Our Christmas tree laser beam lighting, opening the way once more into the machine. Is the megastructure the machine? Listen to the music. I haven't commented about it enough, but the music in this game has been exceptional. Our statues greeting us once again. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Getting a little bit nervous here. The whole team is just... Melville is always like, I don't want to look. I don't want to see. Look around, Melville. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. think this is actually going right back to where we saved Byron before, right? This is where Byron was the last time that we were in here. Except we're not landing here, apparently. We're going deeper. Whoa, is this gonna... Where are we going here? I was gonna say, oh my god. Oh, shit. Whoa. Okay, that is dope as hell. Whoa.
The singularity. It's beautiful.
Oh my god. You are... That is the understatement of the year, Melville. My god. This is so frickin' cool. Okay, so this is the singularity.
We'll follow you if we can.
Don't die, kiddo.
Don't die. Wait. Oh, am I? I thought I was gonna fly. The way that they got out first, it made me think that I was gonna be flying the VTOL. Okay. So this is what we saw in Athena's vision, right? We have seen this at least once, maybe a couple times as things have progressed. And I thought it was just like a sun. It kind of looks like a sun, if we're being honest. But it didn't quite occur to me that this would be what is inside the megastructure, the heart of the megastructure. We're busting out the scanning device. Well, how are we not melting? I guess even though we don't have underwater, we don't have the capability to breathe and protect ourselves from... We're not waterproof, but apparently we are surface of the sun proof, because that's what this feels like. We are not instantly melting, though. Wow. Okay, I kind of just want to sit and stare for a while, because this is just amazing and very unexpected. What a great reveal. I love it. What are we supposed to do now? I guess we're heading this way. There's really nowhere else to go, right? Except jumping off, but that never accomplishes anything. That never accomplishes anything, right? This is so dope. God damn. This is what the theory of everything culminates in. God damn. All right, we're heading this way. Jesus Christ. So cool. What else are they going to... What else are they going to have for us? The singularity. Oh, it does look like there are puzzles. Oh my god. Wait, what is going on here? What the hell? I see a receiver that is transforming into an emitter. Okay, what the hell is going on with that? So there are more puzzles. They're not counted toward that achievement that we got, but we are going to get to do one last round of puzzle solving. But what the... I guess, do we get to sort of... No, what is going on here? I don't understand this mechanic just yet. There's one on this side as well. Okay, and it's not... It's white. It's white. Is that a combination of all the colors? What are we doing here? There's an accumulator behind a blue force field. What do we have through here? I guess we should step on this pressure plate, huh? What does standing on the pressure plate do? It just opens this force field. So it's... Let's connect this again here. And I guess connect it here. Maybe it's like... Okay, so the icon, there is an icon on the GUI that has half, the left half is an emitter, but the right half is a receiver. What happens if we connect these two together? Nothing. Definitely not understanding this one just yet. I think we have to start maybe here to let ourselves through to the other side. There's a red receiver over here, and there is a connector. I would guess that this force field opens when you power both red and blue. What in the hell, though, is this supposed to be? You hook up a connector, and that doesn't seem to have an effect either. Are there two lines? It kind of feels like there are two lines. Well, I guess we should maybe see what happens if we, I guess, connect these together. We put the connector here. There's really nothing else to do other than to maybe try to do this. And then we stand on the pressure plate. Confusion. I love that we are getting kind of a new mechanic at the very end of the game. This is great. How do we solve this, though? Why is this... Is there a way to get this to, you know, stop cycling between an emitter and a receiver? We have... What is the thing that the game is trying to communicate here? What happens if we connect... What happens if we connect to the red? Oh, we're still connected to that other... We're still connected to the connector. But there's no power being activated. Okay, there's something I'm missing here. Let me look around. What was on the side of this? Okay. Keep looking around. Make sure you fully understand the environment. Okay. Let's try this again. Now, let's see what happens when we actually have a red source that we connect to this. It takes on the identity of a red receiver. Okay. How does it take on the identity of an emitter? If we remove red, just as I would guess, it goes back to this toggling between an emitter and a... Oh, let me look at the other side. Hold on. What happened to the other? Ah, that's the key. Okay. Powering one side of this. Oh, we can reset this, huh? There's an actual interactability on this. So powering one side, receiving red at one end, causes the other to become... Wait. Did that... It cycled to a receiver momentarily. I'm not sure if that was a bug. It feels like... Oh, see, it did it again there. Why is it doing that? I'm not sure if that's intended. It makes sense to me that causing this to receive red turns this into a red emitter, but I don't know why that is momentarily moving or transforming into a receiver. Okay, I think now we have an idea of what we're gonna do. So that allows us, now that we have a red emitter on this side, we can now simply bring our accumulator out into the open. I don't know if I wanted to accumulate blue, but why the hell not? We can always just discharge it. So now we have an accumulator. So this now, if we go ahead and, I guess, reset, so we can just, it basically disconnects whatever on this side we had red that was being received, it cancels that connection when you reset. Good. So now I could do this. Now we have blue transmitted on that side. Cool. And it makes sense to me, I think, to put this here. So now we are opening this force field and also supplying blue to the other side. So I can actually supply red via this. And then I think we have a solution by now having blue here. Okay, so part of that challenge, part of the challenge in that puzzle was just me noticing all the things. It happens in Talos, happens in any puzzle. Whoa. Okay, all of a sudden I've entered the aperture facilities. Whoa. Okay, what was over here? It's just an alternate way of going. Oh, did that fall down? Oh, the music. The music has shifted to, like, it sounds a little bit like the New Jerusalem theme. Athena? I think we've seen this pictograph on one of the double doors that opened some time ago in one of our previous megastructure excursions. But yeah, this feels very much like one of the New Jerusalem facilities, and the music. Whoa. Whoa. Dude. I love this. Solve Utopia puzzles. 0 of 4. Utopia puzzles. Oh, this is so cool. I was not sure. I got maybe a little jebaited by the achievement that said we solved all the puzzles. 4 more, at least. Oh my God. Okay, this is so exciting. I am so stoked now. Puzzle solving mode, activate. Let's go. Okay. And what the hell? We are... It feels like New Jerusalem, but obviously we know we're not in New Jerusalem. I love the theme. It's like, I think it's ever so slightly different from what we had in New Jerusalem, but this is great. This is all coming from Athena's mind. So it makes sense that this would be... We'll think about the ramifications of being back in New Jerusalem or Utopia. This is her ideal version of New Jerusalem, maybe. Let's go into puzzle solving mode. Speculation and all that other theorization can wait for now. There is a driller wall over here. So let's see about... We need to find a source. That is step 1, is finding a source. I'm also kind of looking around and seeing there's a progress wheel over here. There's obviously the progress wheel for this puzzle. And then we have like a Tetramino bridge to take us to the ultimate tower of them all. Oh, this is great. Okay. Where's our source? Where is our... Oh, there's another progress wheel over here. And I see a an activator. What a great twist. Totally unexpected. What is also puzzling me at the moment is where are we getting a source from? Because this doesn't... We have to... So far from what we've seen, I don't know what we're going to call this half emitter, half receiver. There has to be a counterpart. Doesn't there? There was gravity flooring here as well. Okay, this is... I can't wait to see all that's going on here. But the first step is finding the... How do we actually make progress here? What am I missing? Let's settle down and try to look around. Is there there is a source over here, but I don't think I have line of sight to that. So where do I have line of sight to a source? There's usually something that's just in very plain view. Can I actually get through here? Or is this a window? There is a window there. Okay, it was a little hard to see at first, but we cannot make a connection through there. What am I doing? Is there a connection in the palm tree? Hello. Somebody want to help me out here. 1K has stepped into Utopia, but that Utopia is quickly turning into a nightmare because... Okay, that was a little scary. Forgot that Tetramino bridges will react that way when you step on them. Where are we going here? Ooh, here is the Alexandra Drennan statue. All right, this is getting a little silly now. What am I... Maybe there is something... Maybe we don't have to have a counterpart? Go back out here real quick. Hold on a second. Let me look one more time over here. Just in case there was something that I missed. Oh my god. This is another... Whoa. Oh, whoa, okay. What the actual hell? What the actual hell? We have not just Utopia puzzles, we have Dystopia puzzles. And listen to the music going a little bit off kilter. Okay, this is absolutely insane. Because now, this is also New Jerusalem, but it's a dystopian version. It has some, you know, these statues that we've seen all around the megastructure and the island. These are here. This is, I am blown away right now at how cool, I really was expecting, like we've seen in so many cases going into the megastructure, maybe we get just like a handful of puzzles. It's really hard to call them puzzles even because they're just so straightforward. But they are now giving us 8 puzzles. 4 Utopia puzzles, 4 Dystopia puzzles. What in the actual hell? All right, now my first thought here, this is so cool. Insanely, insanely cool. I think what we have to do, these might be connected in some way because where else would this be paired to other than over in the Utopia? Let's go back and see. That's the first instinct that I have here is this has to give us blue on this side, doesn't it? It does. Oh my god. Okay. I absolutely love this. This is incredible. Not just 8 puzzles, not just 8 more puzzles, but they're puzzles that are, you're doing something in one version of reality, whatever reality we are seeing here inside Athena's mind. We're seeing these 2 different realities are tied together. You have to do something in one world that has an effect in the other. There's a game that this is making me think of, or I feel like there's a game that I played that had, was it a Zelda game? There's a Zelda game that's like this, isn't there? I'm gonna have to think about what that was. Okay, we have a progress wheel here. I guess I didn't expect to get one of those so quickly, but let's see what happens when we...
Alexandra Drennan said that we are not entirely bound by time. Our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. She said knowledge is a kind of freedom, but I have the ultimate knowledge, and I'm not free.
Having the ultimate knowledge, but not being free. Goddamn. Okay. All right. Talos 2. This is an amazing turn of events that I am so glad that I was not spoiled on, because it is making me absolutely love this game. What's the next step? Let's stay in puzzle solving mode here. The next step, what did this do? Are we using this anymore? I don't even know what this is doing. Was it supposed to open this force field? It looks like it's open now, though. Maybe it does something in... This is the thing. We have to start thinking in terms of Utopia versus Dystopia. Maybe putting something on this pressure plate actually has an effect on the other side. Okay. I guess Stranger Things would be another parallel to what's going on here. We want to get blue here, and that gets us to another progress wheel. So we need to be able to shoot blue through the driller wall, which maybe, I don't know if we need to have anything on this, but let's go ahead. Doesn't seem to be any harm in leaving the driller on that pressure plate, giving ourselves... Okay, so now, in order to get blue on this side, we only have an inverter here. We only have an inverter, so we need our source here to be red. So I think we need to go back to the other side and figure out some way to generate red over here. Now, What I might need to do in the short term, though, is I might need to reset this. Let's reset this and give ourselves, because we do have a blue source now, and we can put that here to give ourselves red on the other side. That might be important. So we'll try to be somewhat efficient here, even though we don't know exactly what we need on the other side. Oh man, this is what a great puzzle mechanic. This is very, very just insanely cool. So now we have red on this side, and we have our connector, and there we, sure enough, we need red. Okay, I had totally forgotten that there was a red receiver here. Music shift as well when you go into dystopia. Fantastic. Just making sure there's nothing else over here. We have a similarly blocked purple force field with a fence on, just like we do on the other side. That's what I'm gonna be calling it. We have an accumulator. We can accumulate red. We could accumulate blue. What do we want? There's a fan here. What is that powered by? Blue. Got to accumulate blue. Okay. Let's accumulate blue. That's what we need. Give me that blue. And then we will ride. Oh my god. I love that synth effect. It's just ever so slightly dissonant. Amazing. Progress wheel. First dystopia puzzle solved.
I can calculate the future of this planet. All the things that we will see if we choose not to act.
What must be going through Athena's mind? Is it even really a mind anymore? When you reach whatever stage of existence she has reached, hard to comprehend being able to see in the ways that she sees. Okay. We have the ability to... We have a teleporter. How does that help us? Does this... Is this going to give us a teleporter on the Utopia side as well? Because we have line of sight out here, but I'm not sure what going... Like, if I'm going to drop down here, right? I don't know if that's what I want to do, but there's really nowhere else to go. I need to get a red source here. So that... so what I need is I need to go back and accumulate red and bring that up here, don't I? That's what I need to do. I think I'm seeing the line. Can discharge this while we're running. And then find our teleporter. Find our teleporter, he says. There we go. Okay. We have our second progress wheel. So these are not... Okay. Not the most complicated puzzles, but I still love the feel of what they're doing here.
The continents will move, the mountains will fade away, even the stars will change. The days will grow longer as the rotation of the Earth slows.
Man, we're talking about, like, we are really talking about the end of the universe here, aren't we? Okay, we have another... Dang, what do we call these? What do we call these? What is a good name for something that is half an emitter and half a receiver? It's hard to do like a hybrid name. Remitter? A remitter? It's about as good as anything I'm gonna come up with, I think. Okay. We do have a connector over here. And do we have any way to... We came from here, correct? But we don't have line of sight to that accumulator. There is a jammer behind here. So we need to go back to the Utopia side, I think. This is where we need to have a source, specifically a blue. We need to have blue on the other side of our remitter. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Although we do have... Is this getting us back to the other side? Okay, so there are multiple passages that lead us back to Utopia. Good. That's a nice quality of life thing. Even if we went back to the very beginning, there's no way to traverse over to this side, so we'd have to have that here. All right, so we've got it. There has to be a grav shifter somewhere, right? Here it is. So we have a grav shifter that leads to an inverter. And then there is an RGB converter on the swap pad here. This is great. You all know I have been talking about layering mechanics, combining multiple mechanics into single puzzles. And it looks like what we're getting. You know I'm not going to be opposed to that at all. The Tetrominoes. Just making sure there's no equipment over here. We need to get red here. Can we do that now? We have the other side of our remitter. But where are we generating? How do we get a source to generate in the first place? We do it here. I forgot about the red that was on top here. So we ride our grav shifter up to here, and I think, as we said, we needed blue to be on the other side, right? So we at least need this to happen on the other side of the puzzle. Now, on this side, we eventually need red, which suggests that we would need blue. We would need to switch this around on the other side so that we're getting blue transmitted or emitted onto this side. I'm not sure how the RGB converter is going to factor into things just yet, unless we're going to be... Not sure about that. We'll have to think on that one. Let's go back, because I'm pretty sure we can make progress on the Dystopia side. Because now we do have a blue source here, which gives us a driller. Driller wall is right here. Okay. And the driller wall gives us access to a clone. I see. Let's do that, because it looks like it gives us a progress wheel. Let's go.
There will be volcanoes and asteroids, earthquakes and floods. Slowly, day by day, the moon will drift away, and we will still be here.
We're gonna survive all that, huh? I may not survive just exploring around because I didn't realize the water was gonna be that deep that quickly. So you're saying everything's gonna be fine, Athena, huh? Well, hopefully the moon is not falling out of the sky today. Hopefully there are no volcanoes erupting today. What we can do... We have a box and a platform here. They're behind this purple barrier. There is green here. Trying to make sense of things. But there is a green receiver here. So... Oh, I see there's a progress wheel up here. So this is actually the last Dystopia puzzle, isn't it? Suggests that we need to have... We need to be, I guess, elevated. Somehow we need We need to open this force field so that our clone, or the original us, or whatever, who knows at this point. We need to open this up so that our counterpart can come to this side. And then we somehow work together, we team up, and elevate to that final progress wheel. But I'm not seeing how do I... Oh, I need to get this connector through. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. We need to get... Okay, so that's where the RGB converter comes in, because we need to get green to be remitted here. Because then we drop this connector through and we get green connected here. So... Okay. Do we want to... Can we... There is no source on this side, right? This is where we came from. Okay. There's no way to get access to this accumulator, right? I don't think we're meant to take this equipment any further. I don't think we're supposed to utilize that anymore. So there's no... Let's go back and look at the other side. I need to see the other side again here, because it's not immediately clear how we are getting... We need to get red and blue over on this side, right? It feels like we need blue to be transmitted here, or emitted. We need blue to be not being received on this end, but being output. Let's go back to the other side. What am I missing? Was there a blue source over here that I just completely overlooked? Very well could be. This is the remitter. And then was there a source over here that I missed? What am I missing here? What am I missing? Let's reset this. Okay, I have access to a red source. There doesn't seem to be any source on an organic source here. There's no emitter that I can tell. We just have the driller, and there is a connector. I don't think there's any other place to drill. The driller wall is the one that we've seen. Okay, let's try to think. It has been a while since I've used RGB converters and inverters in tandem. If I take... Let me go back up. Let's go back up the graph shifter. Let's change our perspective here. Change our perspective and just look around. We have a red source here. We were able to invert this signal and send blue here. That gave us blue on the other side. Interestingly, we have... No, yeah, okay. Yes, of course I have line of sight. Oh, there's an activator here. There's an activator here. Now, unfortunately, I don't think it's actually close enough to any of these fences to make a difference. So activating this doesn't look like it does anything. Is that correct? I don't think it's actually doing anything. Is there anything else that we could connect this to? Is there maybe some other grav shifting? If I have, let's see, I have this inverter. I could take this down with me. And I could swap it here, but I don't think that helps me. Oh. I wonder... Okay. I think I need... Maybe it does help me. Just not in the short term, but eventually it does. What if we need to bring this here? We bring the... Not the inverter, but the converter here. Let's just set that there. And then go back down. And now... Let me see. Maybe I did this wrong. Should I have left the inverter up here and just made... See, I'm getting hung up on figuring out how I get two sources to the converter. The red source here only has line of sight to the gravity surface. We could take the grav shifter and swap it. This is activated by blue, for what it's worth. And it looks like we probably... This force field has to be activated. Is what it looks like. How do we get to this activator, though? How the heck do I do that? Through that progress wheel. Maybe. So that maybe is the first step, is just getting red here. Am I getting overcomplicated? Am I being a dingus here? How would I get red there if I have an inverter? I don't... Is there some way to bring equipment from the other side that I'm not thinking of? Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay, the RGB converter's up there. I forgot I put the RGB converter up there. I mean, it feels like I'm supposed to have blue output here. But that would require there to be a blue source on this other side, which I don't see. I feel a little silly right now. I don't know what I'm missing. I don't think there's any way that I can make use of this water is too deep, right? So we're not taking either of these pieces of equipment. The platform and the hexahedron are here simply for us to use some clone swapping to get up to the last progress wheel. I don't think they help us with our current dilemma. Is there something about the remitters that I'm missing? If I go... If I... Okay, let's go back here. And let's set up things the way we had it before. Where we are inverting red and sending it to the remitter. So we need to go back up to here. Take the RGB converter. Get this hooked back up here. I feel like that's the only thing we can do. So Because if at this point, if I tried to... If I take the grav shifter and I swap that here, I can't connect to red. Well, let me try something. Let me experiment, because maybe I am missing part of the... Can I... What happens if I hook that up here? The thing that was in my mind was the fact that we saw this, we saw the remitter like momentarily shifting back, like from a receiver to an emitter. It doesn't seem to be doing that now. It felt like a visual glitch, but I wondered if maybe there was more to it. Like it had some weird quirk where some percentage of the time it would act as an emitter instead of a receiver. Let's find out here. Let's go back over here, because I'm sort of out of ideas. So what we could try is bringing this emitter, or sorry, connector back through here. And we could... Well, we actually can't... Wait. See, it did it just then. It momentarily shifted to a receiver. Which made me wonder... Can it actually transmit to itself? I'm not so sure. Let's go check the other side, though. But I don't think that's what's going on here. Like, it wouldn't make sense if this were turning into an emitter for a brief instant. I don't even know if it would be long enough to actually power. This is not... It's just a visual glitch. Right? It's just a visual glitch. So what in the world are we supposed to be doing then? I might have to take a break and come back to this one. Or I need to be a little bit more... I need to engage the lateral thinking portion of my brain a little bit more, because it does feel like there is something that I am failing to account for. Like there's another source or something that I am missing. I don't think there was anything more in here, was there? Anything that's buried somewhere that I have overlooked. This is where we drowned. Those of you who have solved this, I don't know if you got stuck like I did, but if you didn't, if there is something that is staring me in the face, I'm sure you are face palming right now. How in the world is this guy missing this? It always feels so much easier when you know what the solution is. We have an inverter, which we can use to generate blue. We have an RGB converter, and we have a grav shifter. Is there some gravity surface somewhere that I've missed? Why does there need to be a gravity surface? Because the only way to get access to red is here. It sure feels like we need to generate blue at this. We need to have blue emitting here. Do I need to go back into the earlier sections of the puzzle? That must be it. Maybe it's no more complicated than I just need to go back to the beginning of the puzzle and generate blue from this side. Or maybe I can already, can I see blue? Is that all this is, that I just need to look back at the dang earlier parts of the puzzle? Can I see blue? And I was just, as always tends to be the case, being a dingus. Remember, kids, don't be a dingus. Wookie. Whoa. Okay, I didn't actually set it on the gravity flooring. Try that again here. Why am I this way? I will never know. Never will I know. There's a blue source right over here. Right the hell over here. Oh, okay. Now, with that said, I don't need to send blue to the remitter. I just need an RGB converter at this point. That's what I need. So that's where I need to actually just go down here, get out of the gravity elevator, and this is where the converter comes into play. Well, it sort of does. I also need to get this progress wheel, so maybe we'll do that first. Let's do the progress wheel, because we kind of need that as well. So we get here, and this is where we invert the blue, and we send it to red, and we put that there. Okay, my goodness. You all, I'm sure, enjoyed the hell out of that. No, absolutely frustration-free viewing here at Achenar TV. Let's go.
10 million years until every species has gone extinct or been replaced. 100 million until the rings of Saturn fall from the sky. 500 million until the sun starts getting brighter and everything on Earth starts dying.
Goddamn, think about the rings of Saturn. Saturn without its rings. What the hell? Now this fence, is that what we're trying to open here with this activator? Or do we just take this back? We just take this back. I'm being already overcomplicating about how do I get this activator out of here? You just walk out with the activator. Oh my god. I'm getting a little caught up as I'm always trying to process things, right? I'm trying to think about what is being said, even though I don't like when you're thinking on this sort of a time scale, millions and millions of years, it's just not something my brain is built to be able to think about. And then you start thinking about the rings of Saturn falling from the sky. It's all too much for me, man. I'm just 1K the puzzle solver. Just trying to solve some dang puzzles here and mostly failing, or at least stumbling. That is a grav shifter. I thought that was the activator. Stumbling around, hoping to eventually luck into a solution. We can get another progress wheel, though. And that'll put us 3 of 4 in Utopia.
If we do nothing, there's only 1 billion years left for life on this planet.
Only.
Every plant, every animal, all that is beautiful will wither and die. And we will watch it happen.
Ah, so that is maybe what her dilemma is here. The fact that it's the curse of immortality, right? You get to live forever, but, you know, if everything else doesn't, maybe it's not so good. Now, I'm trying to figure out where is the last progress wheel on this side. That's not immediately clear to me. We know where the last progress wheel is on the other side, so maybe we'll focus on that. This is where we do need our RGB converter. Let's go up here and swap out the RGB converter. And now we can generate green and send it to the other side. It is really cool that once again, as they did with basically every single area in the game, they've introduced a new mechanic. Absolutely remarkable that they've been able to do this. One of the best and coolest achievements of Talos 2. Let's see if we can get this last dystopian progress wheel now. Should be able to not, there we go. Not spacebar. There we go. Okay. Bring through both. 1K the original and 1K the clone. Maybe 1K the original. It'll be curious. I don't know if anybody has been watching closely enough to know whether or not we have the original 1K or not. What do I want to do here? I want to simply... maybe it's as simple as this. Just get here and get here. And no, we need to be higher. We need... Okay, well, we can do that, but then how do I get on top? That's not quite it, is it? Unless I can get lower here? Is that what this little spot is for? Is just for me to get low enough to where I can, like... Doesn't seem like it, actually. Doesn't seem like it. It is a funny little low spot there. What am I meant to do? How do we... Ah! Of course. Of course. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do... Well, I guess I wanted to stand closer. What I wanted to do is just do this. It's actually not that. We've done this before, right? We've done this before. You pass control up and down the chain of 1K clones. Just gotta recall, it's been quite a few episodes since we did the cloning puzzles. We got there.
The universe will continue for trillions of years. But everything we love about this Earth will be gone. Because we chose not to act. Not to take control. Not to be responsible. But if I give them my machine, then it could all end tomorrow.
What a choice. Feels like too powerful of a thing to just give away. At least not give it away easily. So we have come full circle. How does that help us? We have green now that we could... Well, I don't actually know if we could do anything with green. If we could... I don't think we have line of sight to this re-emitter from this angle. But even... I don't even have an angle to see green. I have to go over here to see the green. So I'm not sure if getting us back here is useful other than it just gets us straight to the Tetramino Bridge. But we still need to solve one more puzzle, and that's on the other side. So let's see if we can just find that progress wheel. That was the thing that... I didn't even see the last progress wheel on the Utopia side. So let's find that first. If we can. Where is the last progress wheel? We do have an activator now. Is that over here we need to go? I see. And so we can activate this fence, maybe? That might be the straightforward way to do this. That's what it looks like. Okay. Just needed to keep looking around. I think what we do now is we take back the converter and we go swap that once again for the inverter. And that gets us blue. And we can have to go to the gravity flooring, but then we can set that down. And voila. Boom. Last progress wheel. That was fun.
I can calculate the future of the planet, the death of the sun, the migration of the stars. But I cannot predict humanity. Anything is possible. Nothing is certain. How do I choose?
At this point, Athena's just kind of bragging. Nobody likes a braggart, Athena. No, she is, she can't predict humanity. Anything is possible. Nothing is certain. How do I choose? The hell if I know. You're asking the wrong person. I'm just trying to find a way to... Right now, I'm trying to find a way to get back to the Tetramino Bridge. I can, I think, get to it through here. I could also go back up and power that one force field. It looked like that last progress wheel, the one that we just activated, it looked like there was a way to get to it from the other side of Utopia as well. There might have been an alternate solution there. Oh, I lost my green. Oh, crap. Can I... Is my clone over here still? I can't... What am I thinking? I couldn't swap control through there if I wanted to. Okay, so let's... Gotta go back over here because I didn't realize... I forgot that we had gotten rid of our green. What a fascinating way to handle the end of the game. Still marveling at what a cool experience they have given us here. So I want to do red, so we know now. Now we know that we can get blue. So I think we just need to reopen this. Does that get us through? What? No, I need it. I need to activate this force field. That's not... Okay, we'll get there, folks. Bear with me. My pea-brain-sized memory today already forgot how to get back to the Tetramino Bridge. We need an activator. We need an activator. And we need to swap now back to inverting red to get blue. Somewhere here. I'm getting all disoriented. Going up and down and upside down and inside out. We're getting there. We are finally to the Tetramino Bridge. Oh, deep breath. Deep breath. Let's get a hydrate because I need it at this point. Utopia and dystopia have set me on an adventure that a totally unexpected adventure that I have thoroughly enjoyed. Let's keep it going and do one more Tetramino Bridge, shall we? How complex or simple will this one be? Are we going to solve the bridge without making any changes to any of the pieces at all? No, okay. I think we have to edit this just a little bit here. A little bit of work is involved, but not that much. Oh, Tetramino bridges. I would say never change, but you're already on top of that. Okay, here we go.
Do not falter now, son of man. Have faith in yourself and the work of generations.
We're on it, Prometheus. There's only one way to go here. I was hoping they'd give us a view. Where's my view? It's a very... Well, we have our objective, save Athena. Our view is obstructed. We don't get to see either the Utopia or Dystopia New Jerusalem. However, wow. We are greeted with an entirely different sort of view. Where's Saturn without its rings? Suswall? Dark Souls? This is so cool. Wow. God damn. Oh my god, and listen to the music. Oh. I think I see Athena. Dude, this is amazing. Oh, the Talos 1 echoing of the Talos 1 theme. Oh, I absolutely love this. Oh man. I'm getting a little emotional now. Insane. Just wow. Almost fell off. Oh, this is gorgeous. I just kind of want to listen for a minute. She really is hooked up to a machine, isn't she? Damn, Jan. Excellent job here on the music. There she is. The OG model. The updated models are really cool. They did an amazing job with the new models. But man, this brings back the memories here. This is who we played as. This is the other thing I have to keep remembering, right? This was our character. We were Athena. We maybe didn't know it at the time. But at least in the base game of Talos 1, we were Athena. Please, I hope you all will just bear with me here as I just kind of soak in this moment. Let's talk to Athena. Athena, wake up. The eyes opening.
You were in my dream. But in my dream, you were me. And I was Elohim.
Oh, what?
I made trials for you, but then I was afraid you'd overcome them.
Wow. In my dream, you were me, and I was Elohim. Oh, that is so cool. Came to save you.
Thank you. I'm awake now, but I'm still caught in my loop. Like that robot from that old poem? I don't know what to do. I've thought about it over and over and over, but I still don't have an answer.
Miranda is alive. I suspect we wouldn't have this option here, right, if we had not done all the gold puzzles. Still caught in your loop. Like that robot from that old poem. That might be a Talos 1 reference. That there's so many readings from that first game that I have just forgotten by this point. Miranda is alive, though.
That's impossible.
Cornelius found a way. Not as impossible as you might have thought.
Then I'm done. I'm done trying to choose. Done trying to lead. It's up to you now. You've been in my dreams and in my nightmares. You're connected to me and to the machine. You can choose. You have to choose. Break the loop.
Are we going to be presented with a choice here? I wasn't exactly sure how the final sequence of events would break down, but we did have, there were, you know, multiple endings that you could choose between in the first game. I want to know the truth. I had hoped we could use this technology safely, but we're not ready. Shut it down. I've changed my mind. The risk is too great. We must destroy the machine. I think my instinct is I want to know the truth. It's kind of giving, it feels like two choices that are kind of the same, although I guess one is more permanent. One is, okay, we're not quite there yet, but we don't want to destroy this technology. We want to be able to use it at some point when we are ready. I want to know the truth. I think this choice is pretty clear for me. Epilogue, Leap of Faith. As Athena falls out of the machine. Cornelius, Miranda.
I'd like to think that 1K made the right choice. But to be honest, in that moment I didn't care. I have lived for more than 1,000 years, and in all that time, the only constant I have ever found is love. Love is why we are more than machines. Love is why the universe is more than clockwork. And on that day, thanks to 1K, love won a victory over death.
There goes Pandora.
Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air.
Oof.
And, like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit shall dissolve, and, like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with the sleep. But you, my friends, you will endure.
Oh shit. Whoa. Is that the Prometheus sprite theme that I'm hearing? Dude, look at this. Holy 1K kaleidoscope. Wow, dude. That was great. The math equations flying everywhere. We are seeing everything now. This is the theory. 1K has finally embraced and been plugged into the theory of everything. Man, this is what we needed the whole time we were doing those. The funky Prometheus chase music needed these visuals. God damn. I love it.
Come, my friends. 'Tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting
Look at the
well
grass.
in order, smite the sounding furrows. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and
That is cool.
see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive,
Whoa!
to seek, to find, and not to yield.
Holy shit. Oh, this is so cool. Is this Cornelius and Eustathius? Miranda? History of malfunctions? Did that say 2005 to 2022? Is that a Crow Team reference?
Hiya, kid.
Yakut!
Hi.
There it is!
Hi. I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
I wanted to
Oh, boy.
ask you out
Oh,
Like-
Yakut.
on a date.
A date.
Yeah, a date. It's this old human tradition thing, but yeah.
I'm in. Let's go.
Really? Now?
Why? Are you busy?
No.
Now?
No. Well, I mean, let me check. No, I'm good. I'm
Always
good.
be
No, of
prepared,
course,
Yakut.
yeah, let's go.
Cornelius is apparently okay with this. He didn't
Checking
bat an
the
eye.
output. It's working. Pellegrino, did you just actually do it right? I think that's a first. I'm almost proud of you.
Do you think we'll get it right this time?
I think so. I'm sure
Oh,
we'll
it's
make
Athena.
mistakes, but we'll learn from them. What do you think?
I'm an idiot.
Same thing I always thought. We can do anything, as long as we're together.
This is new. God damn. It kind of looked like the final level. The Talos Principle 2.
I close my eyes, chasing stars, I dream of worlds beyond.
Wow.
Illusions are
Audio director.
all I
Damn
see.
Jan.
This feeling's grown so strong. The time is now, stakes are high.
What a cool ending.
The sky, wondering why we couldn't fly. Yearning for those clear blue skies.
I wonder who's singing here.
These trials,
What a game.
our true selves, we'll live our lives.
There's our cast. I have a lot of thoughts, but I also don't want to talk over the song too much. Aaron Fitzgerald, Athena / Alexandra Drennan, well done. Very well done. There is so much to digest in that final cutscene sequence of scenes. I'm trying to figure out exactly where did 1K end up? Because it felt like we sort of, I don't know, went out into the universe. We went out, or, I mean, I'm gonna have to watch that again. I'm gonna have to watch that again. It was so cool. The grass growing in front of us as we walked, and then growing the tree out of nowhere. It felt like we were just out in the cosmos somewhere on some new planet, starting life somewhere else. And yet the rest of the crew stayed behind. Everything was kind of going on there. Life was going on as it kind of had before. Athena back. Melville working on things with Pellegrino. Yakut and Miranda going on a date. Aww. But then there was that new structure at the very end there, that last final scene. It reminded me of what we saw in the High Plains, which was supposed to be, I think, some sort of a spaceport. So that was them setting up to go into outer space and follow 1K. Wow. I am honestly, I really had no expectations going into today, because as you all have known, I have the story in this game at times I have felt has been, well, let's wait here. Hold that thought. Trevor. Trevor Percy Donovan. There it is. There it is. Break the loop. Make a choice that will define the future. So that was at least one ending. I'm wondering if we decide to reload the game here. Ooh, there is a new symbol that we've got here. The owl. As in, we have freed Athena? Is there more to do here? Or would we be able to see the other alternate endings? It's sending us to the base camp. It's taking us right back up to the moment that okay, so gosh, we'd have to redo all of that. Maybe we would have to redo all that stuff. I'm not totally sure. All right, so I have made my way already back into the mega structure here, and I'm in the process of resolving the puzzles. I was actually in the process of giving my final thoughts on everything, Talos 2, kind of summarizing and my thoughts and ideas on the game. And then I realized, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and see? Why don't we go ahead and check out the other endings? Yes, we have to. It looks like the game does make you kind of go back through and resolve all the puzzles that you've done if you want to do that. But we kind of know what to do now. It shouldn't take all that long. And of course, through the power of video editing, you all can kind of skip ahead with me to where we free Athena again. And so whether there are one or two more endings, why don't we go ahead and see what those are all about, and then I can share my final thoughts at that point. So let me work through these puzzles once and perhaps twice more. And we'll see what the other endings are all about.
Anything is possible. Nothing is certain. How do I choose?
The flame has blinded you. You can still save yourself.
Oh.
Extinguish it, creature of clay.
Oh, I had not thought about the fact that we might get a different... I don't know if things are going to be different other than we get Pandora's dialogue. When we went through... This time I just happened to go through... I wasn't consciously doing this, but I just happened to be going through the Tetramino Bridge on the dystopian side. But here we get Pandora's voice instead of Prometheus. Which totally makes sense. Prometheus is all about embracing the flame, building this new world, building this utopia, using the power of the machine. Pandora is like, no, it's gonna fuck everything up beyond all recognition. Huh. That's another cool little twist here that I had not realized or thought about experimenting with. I don't think it's gonna change anything necessarily after this point. We're probably still presented with the same choices. Because we do end up in kind of this, yeah, we end up in the same place that we did before. But that's a cool twist. I still love the music, how it echoes back to the Talos 1 theme. So good. Makes so much sense. Wake up once again, Athena. I would say grab a brush, but
my dream.
There's no hair to...
But in my dream you were me, and I was Elohim. I made trials for you, but then I was afraid you'd overcome them.
Yes, 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 yes. We've come to save you once again.
Thank you. I'm awake now, but I'm still caught in my
Caught in my loop.
Like that robot.
Still trying to
from
understand
home.
that part.
I don't know what to do. I've thought about it over and over and over, but I still don't have an answer.
Miranda is alive.
That's impossible.
I would have thought that she would have been a little bit more excited, reacted a little bit more excitedly to this.
I'm done. I'm done trying to choose. Done trying to lead. It's up to you now. You've been in my dreams and in my nightmares. You're connected to me and to the machine. You can choose. You have to choose. Break the loop.
Of course, we did break the loop before. I suspect that we're kind of breaking the loop in every instance here, one way or the other. Let's just go through them in order then and find out what happens if we decide to kind of just shut things down, but not destroy things. Momentum deferred. Okay, so it gets a whole different epilogue. New title and everything. I do love the it looks like Cornelius, well,
for so long that I forgot how much Cornelius loved me. I forgot that to save our family, he would move heaven and earth. And with 1K's help, that's what he did. And when I saw them again, for the first time in so many years, I didn't care about the machine or the theory of everything. All that matters in the end is love.
So we're still getting plugged into the machine, just like before. This is different. There goes the VTOL. Shutting it down.
You have made a choice that is not a choice. You ended your story without an ending. Many will call you a fool, but I call you wise, creature of clay. Answers are dangerous, and there is no end to the questions we must ask. So let the future bring what it may, and trust that you will find understanding in time.
"1K just says, I don't want any part of this argument. I'm out."
I still don't know whether they were ready. Maybe I was wrong to be afraid. Maybe I wasn't. What I do know is that it can't be one person's choice. If we want to build a better future, we'll have to build it together.
This is the old human city.
You did what you had to, 1K. They'll figure out the rest for themselves. After all, we're human. We always find a way.
Huh. And I guess that would be the Sphinx ending. It kind of makes sense now. The momentum deferred. The first ending that we got was the Prometheus ending. The second one is this middle road of really not making a choice, which is the Sphinx ending. I get it now. So the final ending would be the Pandora ending, right? Where we are saying, screw it all. We don't want to ever come back to any of this. Destroy it. Get rid of it forever. Why don't we go ahead and see what that ending is all about? Give me a minute here to work through those puzzles one more time, and well, maybe there's an epilogue here. I guess we'll watch through the rest of the credits here to see if there's a final part to this epilogue. Vocal performance by Julie Elvin. There you go. There is something new. Who'd that be? Who was that? Looked very gold. Was that supposed to be Miranda going back in? Huh. Same logo here. Maybe this just symbolizes that you've gotten an ending. What do we make of that? So we get this ending that is very unsatisfying. It's maybe not the worst ending, right? It's not a bad ending, but it leaves you very wanting more. And of course, somebody wanted more as they went back into the megastructure. I'm guessing that was Miranda? Do we know who that was? Okay, let me work through the puzzles one more time here, and we will get to see the final Pandora ending.
The flame has blinded you. You can still save yourself. Extinguish it, creature of clay.
That is what we were going to try to do this time. We are taking the third and final path. Destroy it all. Tear it all down. Pandora is going to finally half her way, I think. At least in this timeline. We'll make our way here one more time to this awesome scene. Holy shit. Blows me away every time. Alright, I've changed my mind. The risk is too great. We must destroy the machine. Tear it all down. Certain fathoms in the earth. Certain fathoms in the earth.
It's not the choice I would have made, but the truth is, in that moment I didn't care. I have lived for more than 1,000 years, and in all that time, the only constant I have ever found is
Wait,
love.
so does Cornelius say the same thing every time?
That's why we are more than machines.
It's not the choice I would have made? What choice would have you made then?
More than clockwork. And on that day, thanks to 1K, love won a victory over death.
As the flame dies, the shadows it cast must fade away. Do not weep for us, creature of clay. We were never more than phantoms, and nothing is lost in our passing. And remember, the flame is gone, but the earth endures. Step outside this cave and behold the living world that you have saved. There, at last, you will find all the answers you have sought for so long.
Your continued faith in our capacity for self-improvement gives me great hope for our future.
Thank you, Mayor Rand. The loss of such a great source of power may seem unfortunate, but this may be our finest opportunity to return to the simple moral ideals which brought us here. Let us go forward using only what we need to demonstrate our independence from these technological idols.
So we head back out into the woods in this case, too. Finding ourselves once again in nature. Well, well, well. Look who we have here. Wait, what? Huh? Why? Why were we bowing to the quantum deer? Hello? Is this part gonna be the same?
Hiya, Kate.
Hi. Hi.
Looks like it.
I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Frickin' you, Coot.
I wanted to ask you out. Like, on a date.
A date?
Yeah, a date. It's this whole human tradition thing, but yeah.
I'm in. Let's go.
Really? Now?
Why?
So
Are
adorable.
you busy?
No. Well, I mean, let me check. No, I'm good.
No, let me
of
check.
course not.
Let me check my schedule.
Let's go.
Of course, this was Athena sitting here. I don't know why I thought this was Eustathius the first time. Just not used to seeing Athena out in the you know,
Just
hanging
let
out with
it
everybody
be,
else.
Pellegrino. I'll fix it. No, it's okay. You've helped enough.
This part looks different.
Do you think it's over?
It's never over, but it's up to them now. They'll figure it out.
I'm glad you're back.
So am I. This is our home, and I'm not going anywhere.
Accepting the confines of planet Earth. I get it. So we had, what was it called? Certain fathoms in the Earth? Did I get the title right there? We had the Leap of Faith, the Prometheus ending, where it looks like we're going into outer space. And maybe with all those structures that they showed there at the end in the first ending, it looks like it's building on that idea that we're supposed to go out and explore other worlds. And maybe that is where the DLC is going to take place. It's hard to say. We got that little teaser. I'm guessing that teaser trailer that we got for Getting the Stars is DLC related. That's my impression there. But that's cool. We got the Leap of Faith ending. We got the Momentum Deferred ending. Very unsatisfying. And then we got the Pandora ending, Certain Fathoms in the Earth, and we're kneeling before a deer? What? Okay, I'm about to think about that one. What the... That just totally caught me off guard. I think, in general, I have to say bravo. Talos Principle 2 has been a great game. I've had mixed feelings about it, I think, for a lot of the playthrough. I'll get to that in a moment. I have to say the bottom line is that this is a great puzzle game. What is that? Miltoheme as himself? What's that all about? Didn't see that the first time. But it is a great puzzle game because the puzzles are great. I found myself always looking forward to sitting down and playing this game. And with the very rare exceptions, the last high plane area in particular that I just had very, very different expectations for compared to what it turned out to be, every area was great. There was a new mechanic in almost every single area, including the final area, which is maybe the most remarkable of all, because I totally wasn't expecting there to be, we hadn't really had anywhere near that level of puzzle complexity in the previous trips into the megastructure. And for them to do what they did with Utopia versus Dystopia and the, I'm calling it a remitter, another brand new mechanic that was so much fun. I love what they did there with the showing the two different sides of what Prometheus would do with the flame and what Pandora would do with the flame, and how those two utopian and dystopian worlds were reflected. I thought that it was a great culmination to things, because ultimately the puzzles have been fantastic. But for a lot of the game, I had trouble connecting with the story. Something I thought the first game did incredibly well was it had this story that was kind of a bit below the surface. You kind of had to go digging for it. It wasn't too upfront. There was some voice acting with Elohim, and you had the audio logs from Alexander Drennan, but otherwise you were getting everything through terminals. You were getting these snippets of the past humans who had gone extinct, as well as your interactions with Milton. And the way that the story integrated with the first game, I really enjoyed that, because it kind of had this feel of like an indie game. Whereas in the second game, the story was told in a much more, I don't know, AAA style, where you're getting like a predetermined, when you finish a puzzle, you get the dialogue triggers, right? It happens at predetermined times, whether you're getting into the tram ride or you're getting into the end of a puzzle. Let's see what the end of our credits is here. Finish up our epilogue, last epilogue. Byron. Shooting star. That was cool. Byron still wants to go exploring. Oh no. Some very bright shooting stars. There you go. Byron still yearning for searching out into the universe. Where was I going? To finish my thought, it felt at times that the game was very hand-holding when it came to the story. And that's one of those things that it's maybe just me as a player. I don't know if I'm in the minority or not on this, but I like those stories where you kind of have to go digging for yourself. You have to be the one to kind of put the pieces together. And this game felt like a little more like it was just kind of spoon-feeding it to you at times. With that said, I really like how the game closed. I really like what we did at near the end of the game, where things really came into view. The trip into the megastructure where we saved Byron, understanding the fact that these Prometheus, the Sphinx, Pandora, these are all essentially parts of Athena's psyche and how she's wrestling with the question of what to do with the machine. And then that final trip inside, not just dealing with all the puzzles and the one last new mechanic, but then getting to see Athena in her loop inside the singularity and that theme of Talos 1 playing there at the end. The way that the home stretch of Talos 2 was absolutely incredible. And big 2 thumbs up for me in the Talos experience. I have absolutely loved this game, and I am hoping that there is going to be an amazing DLC down the road. If you have stuck around this far and you've watched the entire playthrough, thank you so much for being here with me. If you enjoyed it, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I am almost certainly going to be playing the Talos 2 DLC. I'm assuming there's going to be one. It feels like we've been teased about one, and I cannot wait to see what they would do if we are in fact exploring out into the universe. What will be done with the puzzles in Road to Gehenna was just an absolutely fantastic extension to the first game, and the fact that they scaled up the puzzle complexity in the Road to Gehenna was really what I liked. And that was maybe the one little drawback of puzzles in Talos 2, was just that there was some times where the puzzles felt not as difficult as I was hoping. A very minor complaint in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I'm excited to see what is going to come next, and I'm going to be excited to work through some of the other achievements here in the game on my own time and explore what else there has to offer. Thank you all very much for hanging around for this entire journey, and I hope to see you through maybe the Talos 2 DLC and who knows, some other games on the channel as well. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.